The next presenter is Bonnie Rukin, who is now the coordinator of the statewide network for Slow Money Maine, which began in April 2010. She has had varied life pursuits over the past 30 years, and she's delighted to be in a new leadership role that is creative, expansive, and collaborative. As you'll hear, Slow Money Maine is a network that encourages everyone to invest in local, sustainable food systems. Bonnie lives in Camden, and she'll be sharing examples of ways that people have been participating to date, and will invite all of us to engage in this exciting and timely movement. Please welcome Bonnie.
Though I'm the one presenting this theme, Slow Money is about everyone here, since we all buy and eat food. It's about our conscious connection to healthy soil and food, to people, place, and money. It's about how all of us, regardless of financial ability, can contribute to local food economies. My own distinctive mix of life choices brought me to Slow Money Maine. Being an organic strawberry farmer at Sand Hill Farm for over 20 years, serving in leadership roles with MAFCA and other nonprofits, working with money and social change issues, all led me to this inspiring movement. For over 2 years, I've coordinated the Slow Money Maine network, which is a great match for my spirit and skills. We host gatherings that connect people and offer help for local producers, farmers, and entrepreneurs. Together with many partners, we've catalyzed the flow of over $4 million to Maine's ag sector. With the influences of global warming and urban growth, Maine is poised to be a major producer of affordable and healthy food in-state and throughout New England. To make this possible, we need not only farmland and farmers, but infrastructure elements like Clayton Blake's slaughterhouse in Alexander. We also need processing facilities for fruits, vegetables, fish, and ocean products, and for grains that animals and humans consume. This photo shows Maine Organic Milling and Vitamin C Seaweed Company. Trucking distribution companies like Crown of Maine and Moo Milk dairy farmers are also important puzzle pieces of our food system. If you haven't seen the film Betting the Farm that chronicles the personal challenges of starting this milk company, I encourage you to do so. The Somerset Grist Mill in Skowhegan, created by Dynamo Amber Lampke, opened this fall, thanks to huge community support of time, energy, and money. This former prison is the site of a vibrant food hub, including a milling operation that is inspiring many growers to begin and increase grain production. Here are some ways that you may already engage in Slow Money Maine: shopping at farmers markets and co-ops, or volunteering in school gardens and food pantries. Perhaps you invest in a farm CSA or a CSF share in Port Clyde's Fresh Catch. Here are other ways that people have engaged in our network. One parent got a food project going at his son's camp last summer and is now developing a local food sourcing guide for the Maine Camping Association. Camp owners have added composting and food prep trainings for staff to their programs. Other people with investment capital have made loans or bought equity in startup or established businesses like Coastal Farms Food Processing in Belfast or Treble Ridge Farm in Whitefield. This has made it possible for ag sector businesses to move forward in challenging economic times. In response to gaps in ag lending, 2 network participants have begun researching the creation of a statewide ag-focused credit union. MAFCA and Maine Farmland Trust have also provided help with loan funds and mortgage loans. When Jeff Wolowitz of Haywa Tofu presented his story to Slow Money Maine, people formed an investment club called No Small Potatoes. Each member put $5,000 into a pooled fund distributed as microloans to local farmers and producers. Over $50,000 in loans have been made to such enterprises as Morning Dew Farm for a greenhouse and 30 Acre Farm for marketing its fermented veggies. Another investment club is currently forming in the Mid-Coast. Sometimes people have been inspired to make peer-to-peer loans on their own. Loans have ranged from $1,500 to $55,000 and have helped to meet needs for inventory, equipment, and working capital. This is Jim Gerritsen with his sons at Wood Prairie Farm in Bridgewater. Several people have stepped in to mentor entrepreneurs, offering financial, marketing, and management experience. Northern Girl is a new vegetable processing facility in Caribou. Chris from Portland began as a mentor and moved to the county last year to manage this business. Here's Amber again with her husband Michael, who is the medical director at Skowhegan's Hospital. He's collaborated with the Wholesome Way Foundation, consumers, and the local farmers market to implement a fruit and veggie prescription program. This program allows low-income families with clinically identified obesity conditions to use prescriptions and tokens to buy produce and learn from farmers and hospital staff how to incorporate healthful cooking and physical activity into their lives. Foundations have gotten involved too. Pioneering leaders like Jay and Megan here from the Sewell Foundation have granted over $400,000 to the Skowhegan Food Hub through the Somerset Economic Development Corporation. These grants are benefiting over 40 farms, directly and indirectly. This work continues to give me hope for ongoing harvests that we can all celebrate, and a healthy future for farmers and thriving communities in Maine. When you leave tonight, I invite you to do 3 things. Examine how you contribute to building Maine's food-based economy. Explore new options for contributing and choose creative ways to engage. You may not be able to eat totally from your own garden or from farmers in your town, but how many Maine zip codes might you include in your regular food choices? Thank you.